Day or night, it's Hessonite. This week I decided to do a VTuber showcase of all my finished VTuber models and explain a little bit about them. If only because I need an easy video because I have been on and off sick for the past 2 months. I would get sick for 2 to 3 days, have 2 to 3 weeks where I wasn't sick, then get sick again, and normally I record these the week of or a week ahead, and I try to do these a week or two ahead, but I've just been so sick with different things that I don't feel like recording audio. So, we are doing an easy video this week because I was sick with a fever for 3 days last week. Obviously, we're starting with Jade. All of these models are full body. I just don't do anything to animate the legs or torso. I plan to do it on later models, but for Jade, obviously all you need to see is this up, and I want to eventually add arm emotes here. Just switching to the next model. Always takes a second. This is my nickname for her is Celeste. Technically the first VTuber model I drew. I have an older version of her where her hair looks more blobby, because originally I wanted to figure out how to animate it to where it blinked in and out of existence, but I figured for one of my first models would be too much. I also have in Live 2D Studio alt pupils for her, and she's actually for sale on my artistry, this pre-made model. I will say her rigging's nothing special. It was, again, some of these, the reason they're pre-made is because I was using them for practice. Oh, she's just a celestial bunny based off of a tiny blue mushroom. Next up is Dragon Fruit. Again, full body. I show more of Dragon Fruit than I do usual models because she has this extra wing and tail action. If you like this outfit, it is loosely based off of a design I saw Mochipan doing. And I liked the design and the idea of a dragon fruit. Another basic model. All the models are drawn in Paint Studio, rigged in Live 2D, and then I use VTube Studio for all this stuff. It was hard getting the wings to do it. Originally I wanted these outer parts to flap too, but I could not make it look good. That's probably a limitation of the drawing rather than the model, or rather than Live 2D's stuff. And I might take this one off for sale because I've accidentally put her as part of a set with my first practice that I never planned on selling. This one, I never am going to put shoes on this model. Again, this outfit was inspired by Mochipan Co. on Twitter. You very much, if you look at her outfits, you'll see what these were inspired by. This is a toadstool. Again, for the sake of the pun, I've kind of put this one and Dragon Fruit in the same, group, where if I ever have enough money and get good enough at this, I want to make, my own little mini VTuber group with animal food puns like this. I have a lemon shark VTuber model that I am doing in Live 2D right now. And then in the concepting stages, I have a Harlequin duck, because another name for Neapolitan ice cream is Harlequin ice cream, and I just thought it'd be fun to do a clown duck. I never actually like the concept of Toadstool was just this one character one-off drawing. Eventually I want to do the other drawing I did, which was a fawn mushroom or deer mushroom. I probably will edit that character more, but I really liked the Toadstool design. I just want to keep her very like cute, and I wanted to experiment with different body types. Like you can see that she's meant to be a bit thicker than the other models. And I kind of, when I choose skin types, I just kind of choose what I think looks best or best gives off my idea. Like sometimes it's inhuman colors. So like Celeste was very like pale because I want her face to stand out among her dark hair. Dragon fruit, I tried to make it represent like the inner flesh of the fruit. This one, I was using the default palettes of Clip Paint Studio when I made the initial drawing, and this was like one of the skin colors, and I was just like, oh, I really like that skin tone with these different colors, these bright saturated colors. And actually, this is the model I learned how to rig on, and you can kind of tell. Going through. Then you have my imp Sona. As you can see, she's never meant to be viewed more than this because she's supposed to be sitting at a desk. I did a very messy rig job. I eventually want to redo this once I know how to rig better. And I want to redo the first two if I ever redo will be Jade, and this one I call my imp Sona Swizz, short for Swizzle, which is based off a nickname from my sister. I also forgot a tail, so that's the main reason I want to redo this model. There are things I like about this. It's an easier to rig model. Like Jade and Swizz are so much faster to rig just because of the style I do them in. I just need to get better at rigging that style. I think I just need to rely on thicker lines. But this one was mainly made for my Hellverse videos. And finally, we have Vedette. But that's just my name for her. I really wanted to practice toggles, and I liked this look of a 3D yet very old inspired. My main inspirations for her look were Marilyn Monroe and Betty Boop, obviously. Like, I really like old black and white film. And I think that comes off here. And I wanted a very limited palette. Like, I knew that going into this design. Her dress and her, little suit are based off of my husband Hotello sees that for Vox and Alistair, their daughter. She has these overalls and this dress. And I just wanted to accessorize those a bit. And the concept was just very cute. So, that's how I ended up on this design. I named her Vedette because it's just an old name that means like star actor, and I felt it fit this model. So, if anyone ever buys this model, 100% they can rename her. It's just like, I have like background names so I remember which each model is, so like some of them do have very simple names, like the pun ones are just their pun names. So like Toadstool and the Dragon Fruit one and the Lemon Shark one are just going to be named Lemon Shark until I come up with something better, or if I ever sell them, I would leave that up to whoever I sold them to. So like my code name for this one is Vedette. And my codename for the bunny one is Celeste. Obviously, Jade and Swizzle don't need codenames because they're mine. When I eventually do stream, which will be in the next couple weeks here, I do plan on using these pre-made models as like a show-off of what I can do. because I feel like other than just like for streams that aren't just me as acting as Jade and having fun with the chat, whether they're there for my personality, these will be more for like art streams or like, oh, I'm making this themed VTuber. Like I've got a bee themed VTuber concept I'm working on alongside the fawn mushroom and the harlequin duck. This also helped me like figure out how toggles worked. And if I tell you, this little bracelet, like, it doesn't seem like it'd be very hard to do, but like I struggled like making it disappear and move along. You can't even see it in here. Yeah, I struggled with it for multiple hours in case somebody did have better tracking. I can also like edit parameters if people want who buy these models, because like I like the look of how bouncy her curls are, but that's personal preference. And I understand that that is my personal preference. Like, I always make these models with my personal preference. I'm actually planning on doing a Doctor Who review with this model because my partner and Squared, they made a joke as I was looking and goes, wow, if America did Doctor Who companions, this would be his companion. And I was just like, fair. And actually, I was between, whoop, glitching out, there we go. I was actually between this and the bee design for practicing multiple outfits, and it was actually my partner who chose this one. Yeah, I really like how she turned out. If you have ideas for like male VTubers, I just need to practice drawing men in general, but I would love to do male VTuber models as well and make a few of those as practice. Yeah, my next model will include more emotions, probably less like outfit toggles, but like, yeah, Lemon Shark, I've already like drawn the super expressive emotes for her. I'm gonna just switch back to Jade. And I'm just like rigging up her like mouth and stuff right now. Like she can blink, her eyebrows can go like woo woo. Can you see these eyebrows? Yeah, her eyebrows can go up and down. So I'm just working on the face now. How I toggle is I start with the eyes, the brows, the mouth, then the head angles, then the hair / ears, then other extremities like my tail. That's another reason I want to redo Jade is I don't like how her tail moves. So, and then I focus on the body because, as you can see, these bodies don't really move and affect much. So I very much focus on the head and making that as good as I can. I'm proud of how far I've come, especially since I do a lot of my like VTube rigging learning while sick, because if I'm gonna be stuck at home for a bit, I might as well make use of that time. But yeah, thank you for sitting here through mine. I will try to do these less often, because I know that I did a VTuber talking about video last month because I was sick. I hope to only do these like once every 2 or 3 months when I have a bunch of VTubers made up and it's just like, oh, here are the new ones and here are the ones still for sale. I think that would be a fun way to help like show off my art and my commissions. I'm trying to look for a fun way to like show my commission work off on this channel because like the Doctor Who video, I'm going to be working on a thumbnail for my partner so that I can show that off. But like, I don't know if like y'all would be interested in like a slideshow video of me talking about each piece. But yeah, I think that's all I gotta say, mostly because I'm just getting over being sick and my throat's starting to hurt. So everybody have a good day. Try not to get sick. It's not good at all. I also need to add frowns to Jade and Swizz.